Hey, and welcome back to another episode of This Guy's Thoughts. Like always, I appreciate swinging by and watching a review. Tonight, we're going to look at one out of Abita Brewing Company, but only it's not a beer. It is their root beer. No alcohol in this, just straight up their root beer. It says on there, made with pure Louisiana cane sugar. Right there on the bottom there. This is brewed and bottled by Abita Brewing Company, Abita Springs, Louisiana. Now, I didn't even know they made root beer. I don't know if they make any other types of sodas or anything like that, but I seen this. I wanted to review it here on the channel. I've had a handful of different Abita beers, and I figured, hey, this sounds very interesting. Give the root beer a shot. And they say this is made with spring water, herbs, vanilla, yucca, cane sugar, and it's reminiscent of a 1940s, 1950s soft drink. So they actually use the regular Abita bottle cap, it looks like there. Typical Abita bottle. So everything's Abita on this thing, no doubt about it. There's a look at the bottle cap there. All right, so we're going to get a good pour in this here mug here. My #1 dad mug. Don't get to use it too often. Let's see here. See what we produce. Not much of a head producing on this at all. Not a lot of foam in there. Hopefully some will build up there. Nice rooty root beer aroma coming off of this. So there you go. Typical root beer. Looking root beer, white foamy sudsy head up on top of it. Not a lot of foam up on top of this one here. A lot of nice carbonation in there, as expected. Nose-wise, so typical root beer. A lot of root beer have this like fake artificial flavoring, and this kind of has that as well. Now I think A&W is probably one of my favorite root beers. A&W, I like mug, although they taste quite a bit different, but I do like A&W and mug root beer. So this kind of tells you about what type of root beer I kind of like. Pretty much any type of root beer, right? Pretty much. And this is just that cheap, generic, candy tasting root beer. So, hey, let's see what this tastes like. So it does come across with a little bit of that artificial flavor. And this is 160 calories by the way there. Everything's listed on the back of the bottle there. Nice sweetness to it. A mild creaminess to this as well. Some root beer you get a good drink on. You got a lot of that really, you can tell it's a thick bodied root beer. This really isn't that. But this is actually pretty good, though. As far as scoring the Abita root beer, 1 through 5, like I score my beer, I would say an A&W root beer would be, if I'm saying that, that's my favorite type of root beer. So if I'm saying that's going to be close to a 5 as far as the scoring goes. And what is it, Barks root beer would be like a 2 on my scale here. I'm going to probably give this right around a 4 out of 5. It's pretty good. It's above average. It's not that cheap, generic, just candy tasting root beer. Although there is a bit of an artificial taste to this. And I believe they probably just use root beer flavoring in this. I believe that's what most root beer makers use these days anyway. But I'm good with about a 4 out of 5 on this. Some vanilla ice cream. This is the type of root beer that would go very well with that. Hey, but anyhow, like I said, this isn't something I normally review here on the channel, but I wanted to pick it up and go ahead and give it a shot. So, hey man, like, subscribe, comment, check me out on social media. Hit that notification bell down below. Be sure to check out my other videos.